I explained that we broke up. I was gonna do a 30-part series. He goes, what? I go, girl, he's crazy. And then there we go. What happened? Can I have him now? I get feeling uncomfortable in that situation, but I made it crystal clear that I was over. Once again, didn't really think much of it, but my senses were a little bit heightened now after the whole Hawaii Instagram DMing situation.
What do you mean?
I did.
Yeah, it does not look too good for James Charles. Good for everybody. Kayla Malec just come out with over 30 minutes of expose against Charles, spread across 3 10-minute long TikToks. Initially, when this almost started, I saw that James Charles would have a bit of deniability that would make him look good. But after seeing this summary of the expose by channel of Sebastian Soto, yeah, any charability is just gone out the window. Instead of watching the entire 30 minutes, I think the summary was pretty good. So even though James might make a response to this, I already think it looks bad enough that it'll be difficult to make one.
Kayla Malec just exposes James Charles with receipts. We got to talk about this girl, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian, and I spell.
Can I say, I pre-watched for a second, and like this guy's energy is unparalleled.
Culture tea every single day. So, honey, if you're looking for a new messy best friend who spills pop culture tea from his closet, and also, girl, it feels like we're on a FaceTime call, just hanging out, girl.
This video is sped up by 1.25, and he speaks so goddamn loud.
Listen, we got to talk about
captions.
Kayla Malec. We got to talk about Kayla Queen Behavior Malec.
Is that her full name?
She just went on TikTok and did a 3-part TikTok exposing James, and bitch, quite frankly, I have no.
Yeah, that's what. Let me like pull the name of this video real quick, right? It's 30 minutes in total. It's 3 parts, and each section is like 10 minutes. Holy shit! I want to see this like real quick.
Talk to about this in my real life, so I hope
like, God bless this video, right? Because like, there's no way I would watch each and every single one of them. Fuck that noise.
And I
want to know the story, but I don't want to sit through 30 minutes of TikToks.
I see besties out here who care about this because, ooh, girl, James Charles just got, girl, he just got exposed. Ooh, girl, he just got exposed.
Like, I want to see like how bad he is exposed in this.
Exposed to the gods, honey. But listen, right? Kayla, she's been, hang on, bitch. She's been kind of, on the DL, right? About all of this, she's been kind of just making her way downtown, walking fast, places passing, I'm homebound. She's been quiet on the matter of James Charles. She just went to court and faced her abuse. You know what I mean, girl?
Is he recording the audio with the mic that he's holding? Or is it a camera mic? Because he's moving all over the place, like it's not picking up at all.
Like, she needed a second to breathe. But James Charles, honey, he filmed that video, waited for her ass to get out of court and said, upload, upload, upload. Bitch didn't even wait an hour, giral. He didn't even wait an hour.
No, he did, actually, fair.
For his video, honey. But listen, right?
I can't remember like the actual reason for why he wanted to wait until it was done to upload the response. It could have
in that video.
It could have served, perfectly fine. Whenever it was.
In the first hour, James Charles gained 100,000 new followers. Okay, we're not sure, of course, if they were bots or if there were people who unfollowed him and then followed him again because of what the new news of Kayla. Well, listen. Kayla, bitch. Ooh, she just exposed the whole thing, honey. And I took notes. Check this out.
Oh, God.
Okay, I just watched.
Now, like, when he said, expose, I want to see, is like an interior motive behind this that he's not showing on camera. Like, is he being way more critical of Kayla for no reason?
Kayla Malec's 3-part series on James Charles. And, girl, when I tell you, James, your desperation it's out there, girl. It is in space, bitch. You are giving delusional Gypsy Rose. Okay, so Kayla showed some receipts, bitch, okay?
What does that mean?
Kayla shows that the
now we get the actual real stuff.
Only interaction that her and James had on TikTok was like 3-4 times where James is basically responding to some TikToks with her and Evan, stupid ass, loser, and basically saying like,
fucking, where did that come from?
Holy, he's literally so hot, girl. Oh my God, good for you. Then comes the Hawaii part of it, girl, where she catches Evan Johnson sending DMs back and forth with James, where Evan is like, you should come to Hawaii, and James sends this picture and saying, why should I come? Girl, what in the...
Wait, sorry, go back again. Wait, Evan was sending pics to James?
James sending DMs back and forth with James, where Evan is like, you should come to Hawaii, and James sends this picture and saying, why should I come? Girl, what in the...
It might have been friendly, I don't know.
Gypsy Rose, honey, boo-boo is going on here. Dios santo, tu desperation.
Was it going on like as she was with Evan?
Está en otro mundo, señor. Ooh, girl, so Evan and Kayla break up, right, bitch? Well, the next day, all of a sudden, James Charles, he writes to her and said, hey, do you and Evan want to be in a painted campaign? To which she responds, I'm not even joking. This made me pissed. I broke up with him effing last night. I saw your story and was crashing out LMAO. Tune in for the third.
Oh, I mean, he had no idea. If you just found out right now.
Part series, who the fuck did I marry? He writes, what? She writes, girl, he's effing crazy. James responds, can I have him now? And then.
Oh my god, yeah. Bro, it's exactly what fucking Skeleton said exactly. Now, when I watched his videos, right, I saw he was going way too hard on James, for swooping up Evan. He had no idea about the context, but like, he was quick off him for picking up him, right after they broke up. I didn't really mind that, but now that I know the timeline, straight after that, like, bro, even that's like the ex-girlfriend Eve, can I have him now? That's insane, never mind. That's shitty. Wait, can I read real quick? Hold on. Oh my god, it's such bad quality. I can't even read it.
Then, she says to him, imagine like the worst thing a human can do to you. It would take me hours to text, but you'll see the series coming because what the fuck, LMAO, but thank you so much. Congrats on all the painted. She even tells him that he was abusive, okay? Girl, then she finds out that Evan was allegedly in James Charles' backyard.
Oh my god, wait, that's even more sorry, that goes from like, no, it's still delusional, but like now it's even dumber. So your own friend that you definitely trust more than Evan tells you that he's abusive and you still hook up with him. Huh? What?
Through Snapchat, and she asked James Charles if he was with Evan, and James Charles says, what? Your ex Evan? Then the video comes out of Zach Zeller's exposing everything of James Charles and Evan Johnson.
Was he joking when he said, can I have him?
And they're at Coachella, right? Coachella. Well, girl, he writes, James Charles wrote to Kayla, are you at Coachella? She says, yes, I am. He says, where are you? Can I talk to you? She says, honestly, is it okay if we talk about this tomorrow? I'm with my friends right now. He writes, yes, of course it is. I lied to you and I shouldn't have. I felt guilty for weeks, but I didn't know.
Wait, about what? Actually, hold on. What did I lie to you?
How to tell you, and I owe you the truth. But I want to explain to you what happened from my mouth, not that Zach.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I want you to explain to you what happened from my mouth, not the Zach guy. So they were together.
And then you can feel however you want to feel. You have every right. Girl, bye. I cannot even begin to comprehend two things, just like Kayla.
So I'm guessing like they found, like Kayla found out the first time from that guy on the podcast, who sounds crazy, right? But I guess like he was the first one to break the ice that they were together. Oh no.
Girl, the fact that he even proceeded to have a friendship after she said the word abuse, and think about the worst thing a human being can do. Plus, posting that video of his an hour before she got justice and won the court. Oh, James Charles, you are a nasty. You are a nasty. Anyways, girl, what are we doing?
I still have no idea like why chose like posted right there in the court day when it could have served perfectly fine, a day earlier or whenever you want to.
Don't forget to hit that follow. And Kayla, girl, we love you so much, honey. That took a lot, girl. Go and get some nice Taco Bell or some shit, bitch, and relax because you owe it to yourself. Watch Princess Diaries or something, honey. Take the night off, girl. And James, you better stop thinking with your. Anyways, girl, let me know what you guys think in the comments. James, girl, let me tell you, honey.
Yeah, that was bad actually. Initially, I was willing to defend James a tiny bit because I saw like the worst crime was that he had no idea about what happened, and he was reading he read the word abusive in a very lighthearted way and not taking it very seriously. But like the fact, that single text, can I have him now? After they broke up, my God, that's so shitty. I feel like, as a friend, it's so shitty as a friend, right? But also you like literally be told by a closer friend that is abusive and the worst human being ever. Like even if the killer is like very dramatic, very theatrical in person, I feel you want to investigate that and be like, okay, why exactly? Was it a minor thing that tilted you, or is there like a worse shit going on behind the scenes? But then like to hear that tiny bit and still hook up with him. What? That's so moronic.
You convinced everybody, with your video. I just don't understand. The thing that really annoys me the most is that Kayla introduced Evan to James, right? And automatically, I would say that Kayla and James, that's the priority. Kayla should be James's priority. But because he was thinking with his pee-pee, right, that nasty, that's what...
It does feel like that now, like he was way more hooked up with Evan for him to care at all by Kayla.
Clouded his judgment.
No, I'm being so dumb. I was gonna say, I feel like he cares more about Kayla before I didn't say Evan, but that's not the case because number one, he wanted Evan, and second of all, like he was very hesitant to me, like listen to her or like not immediately buy whatever she was saying when she said he's abusive, he's the worst human being ever.
Because if she is saying, think of the worst thing a human being could do to you, you think that the right thing to do is fly his ass out Okay, because you feel sorry for him? Girl, why didn't you feel sorry for her? Why didn't you feel sorry for her? I'll tell you why.
Yeah, I think that was on a bus while he flew him out, over to his place. No, he housed him, yeah.
Because you
That was the one I initially believe now, like when I was watching Skeleton, I believe it was him housing Evan as a friend, feeling bad for him, whatever. But now, after this video, yeah, it's way more clear it was like a romantic relationship.
you only think with your okay? That's why, girl. In my opinion, allegedly, of course. Of course, take this with a grain of salt because James Charles always likes to deny stuff. So you know what, girl? This is all alleged.
What do you mean? We just saw right now on TikTok. How can I deny that?
This is what
Guys, I didn't want Evan, ignore those DMs from Kayla herself.
Kayla is saying. Listen, I have to tell you something, girl. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Kayla, what she says is that she understands and she probably believes that he dropped Evan after she, exposed everything and put out her receipts. But the fact that she had to find out that he was staying, in first of all, that James lied. Okay. No. Actually, know what? First of all, that James allegedly sent the text messages between her and him to Evan, warning him about the 30-part series.
Oh, is that true actually? He warned them about the expose? Oh, no, I'm sorry. If that's true actually, that goes from being unbiased, being centrist, having caring way more for, your boyfriend, Evan. Holy shit. So I'm guessing he didn't know the full picture, but regardless, he was seeking out for his safety before they even know the full story. Oh, wait, what? Okay, that goes... I was feeling bad for him, for not knowing the context. But if that's true, actually, that he warned Evan about the expose. No, I don't feel bad for you at all. If you wouldn't just sweep off a friend.
Girl, what? Dr. Phil, oh!
It feels like it seems nice initially, being trying to defend your lover, your boyfriend, whatever. But you really have to understand, right? In the TikTok sphere, when someone claims that their ex was abusive, the worst human being, the odds are they're gonna make an expose that looks so goddamn bad on them that if you're seen connected with them, it's gonna ruin your reputation. So no, I think he knew exactly what he's doing and he fucked up severely.
Bruh. Dr. Oz, girl, you see, that's some nasty you know what? That is some poor behavior. That is some low, dirty behavior, bitch. That is some garbage, Gypsy Rose behavior, ho. Not only that, because Kayla says she only told James about this 30-part series, right? How come he knew about the 30-part series? Because James fucking told him allegedly. Now, so you already started off with that. First of all, actually, let's go back all the way, rewind. Why are you keep telling this girl that her boyfriend is hot? This is the people that give gays a really bad rep. I'm so sorry, girl. You guys know, obviously, I'm gay. This type of behavior, that is fucking low, okay? And it is garbage behavior. And you know what, girl? I don't subscribe to that, okay? He is coming off so desperate, okay? One time is funny, but 4 times, bitch? 3-4 times? 3 times? Prostitution whore? You engaged 19 times? Comment below if you know where that's from. No, but for real, I just thought honestly it was so crazy to see that. And
yeah,
then, her finding out through Snapchat that Evan might be potentially in his backyard, then having James deny it, and then only telling her.
Yeah, that's what. There's so many shitty parts to this. Number one, hearing about it, them breaking up and then swooping in for Evan. Number two, not really believing entirely, or when she hear her out when she said abusive and described him as the worst human being ever. And then third of all, running in defense for him. I get it. You didn't know the context, but you ought not have that bias, especially when the opposing side is your own friend.
Her that I'm
and then on your fall also lying to her and you find out for some crazy guy on a podcast that's that guy.
Sorry, I lied because he got caught on the internet. So that just honestly, girl, it just me da de todo, mi amor, me da escalofrío, me da uy, qué asco.
He's Hispanic?
O sea, de verdad.
Oh, wait a second. Wait, that hair, that facial hair? Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, no puedo ni con ese señor. Es que no hay nada de James Charles que a mí me gusta, no me cae bien, o sea, yo no quiero verlo, yo no lo apoyo, yo no quiero nada. But
English.
I just honestly, I'm like, girl, Kayla, girl, after this, honey, you got to trust a little bit better with these people because these people do not care about you, girl. And you know what, James, I don't know about you, girl, but you need therapy, boo. And there's no shame in the therapy game, honey. I started therapy February 3rd, and I love it so much.
Is there therapy for a bad friend? No, there isn't.
But I don't know, girl, you need therapy.
I made a video about Trish's predictions on James' response yesterday, right? And she was pretty on the mark because she was saying, oh, he's not 18, he's 26 now. He's doing like these inhumane. Nah, that's way too of a heavy word. He's doing like all these shitty actions with his friends, and he's 26, dude. You're like much older to like know better, but you're still having like these lapse of judgments right now in your career.
Therapy, you need an exorcism, you need ChatGPT, but you need a prayer circle, a hug, you need comfort food, you need to watch.
It's not for, it's not to benefit his career. It's purely like, for his own gains. It's so bizarre.
You need to do something, girl, because the math ain't math, and bitch,
if you're like a heavy hammer strike, right? There are people trying to break to my door to make me stop exposing James Charles, but I won't let them have me.
4 5 is 5 is 10. What the fuck is this? I'm so glad that she did not meet up with him in Coachella, because you know what? She ruined his Coachella. And I'm so here for it. You knew, because she told you something, that something must have really, really bad happened, yet you chose to go with him. And that's poor behavior on your end. So what she says is that she is sure that he feels bad about what happened between them, but that she just can't get over the fact that he didn't allegedly believe her, and that he posted his video just 1 hour before the court. So all of her comments, instead of saying like, congratulations, like, you're so brave, justice for you, whatever, it was all, did you see James? Did you see James? Did you see James?
Oh, that's well, yeah. I want you to say as well, did he upload like, right before her court date? Also her court trial to like swoop in and get the attention? I don't get it.
James. And that's so fucked up. He was waiting for her ass to get out of the court. It's like,
and I don't like when people make like a response immediately, right? It's always best, to like have your own time and patiently make it. But like, it really seemed like, he made it and then he held on to it. Why? If you really put the quality in it, all the DMs, all the receipt, all the proof you need, right? That's enough. You don't have to hold on. You don't have to hold on to it like an investment.
Guilty. Post. You know what I mean, girl? That's some crazy behavior. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you all. I appreciate you. I love you. And I hope and pray that we found each other, girl. I need my messy besties. And just thank you guys so much. And I hope you have a fabulous day. And I'll see you all in my next video. Oh, girl, hang on.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, if you are new, I do like...
I don't care about you.
I'm like the fairy tea godmother, so here.
No, fair enough, whatever. Yeah. I mean, like that was the worst one so far. Like, bear in mind, right, with tea dramas, they can be very long, but like there only be like one critical piece of evidence shown at all. So I guess like in 30 minutes, that was the worst one. I mean, he showed right then and there. That's enough for me to believe it. Holy fuck, right? I really want to see like James' response to this. That first one, like I said before, to repeat myself, I thought it was decent, but like now with this context, of him swooping in right after they broke up to pick up Evan, for his own heart, his own romance, that's insane. And then furthermore, to only break it to Kayla after it was already exposed on a podcast, that they were hooking up. That's fucking, I can't believe that actually. That's like really that's like insanely scummy behavior. And again, I think even the smallest minor part in this is still very insane to me. The fact that he warned him, of the expose. I don't want to say that he was running. I think, he didn't know the full context and he wanted to like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I'm running it through my head, right? I think he really didn't believe like it would be this bad. But then only after he saw the full thing, he was like, oh God, I can't save Evan anymore. I must cut him off immediately. And that's fine, whatever, right? Like, no, it's not. No. Like, he should have like taken a step back, no matter what. Like, if you're an influencer like him, right, as big as he is, and you say it on TikTok or online for this amount of years, right, you should know like how to handle drama. Like, if somebody comes out, alleging some insane shit, step back and like watch it play out and get the full story before picking a side and fucking yourself over. That's so moronic. So I think that's awful, right? I'm glad that Kayla got the story out there. I think it's so pathetic for James to be like, guys, I had no idea. When prior to that, he has so much bias, playing to his decisions. That's just rat behavior. It's pathetic. I want to see like he makes a response after this, but like if we have concrete proof from Kayla with all his DMs, I have no idea what I could debunk. Oh my God, guys, they were photoshopped. Yeah, fucking right.